Hi everyone, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me share this live stream. Can you all hear me very well? Welcome to today's live stream. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. Um, pardon me. Let me share this live stream. Live now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm live now. All right. Welcome to today's live stream. How are you guys doing? Yeah, so I think this is the first time. Oh, yeah, no, this is the first. Yeah, this is the first live stream after the Miss World Nigeria pageant on Friday. So I think we've not really had any other live stream apart from the video I posted today. So I hope you all can hear me very well. Let me check my system. Hi, Coco. How are you doing? It's been a while, though. It's been a while I saw you on my channel. It's been a long while. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Connect my system. All right, so stage connect. So I watched the show, very low quality but beautiful girls. Exactly. Oh, you watched the show? Where did you watch it? On which station? Is it the link I shared, or you watched it on a different station? Did you watch it on your TV, or you watched it on the link? Yeah, the link that I shared. I watched the show. Okay, been busy, but I'm good. Okay, no problem. I understand. So where did you watch the show? Is it on YouTube or you watched it via your television, your TV? Connected. Okay, so for those of you that are here, please like this live stream when you're coming in. I just want to give you guys enough time, probably 5 minutes to come in, so that we can start off. I just wanted us to chit chat on what happened. So I watched on IG, then I watched on YouTube. Okay. Because you guys remember, if you watch my post-party analysis, I was finding it difficult to actually, watch the show. It were showing the old pageant on Silverbird television, even on a YouTube channel. I was forced to go to Instagram and watch it live until they came on live on YouTube and on the Silverbird television. But I ended up watching it on the Silverbird television. So I did not. I later on I switched to YouTube. So it was just off and on. But I really, I'm really angry with the organizers of this year's pageant. Like, seriously, the whole traditional costume part, I wasn't able to watch it. they had already finished the traditional costume part before I started watching it. So it was just so not good at all. I'm really angry with organizers this year. Like they did not try. They don't try at all. I don't blame them, sha. Now low budget pageant with this. It seems like they don't have money to just they just did this pageant anyhow. They just wanted to just let me just they just felt like, oh, let me just do the pageant, let everybody go and sleep, or let everybody go and rest. That's what they did this year. Very low budget. I'm really angry with them. So I have another comment here. Charity, okay, how are you doing? You're welcome to my live stream. He said the girls this year are good but not understanding. But not on okay, but not outstanding. Sorry, I didn't see that very well. Okay. He said the girls this year are good but not outstanding. The winner is beautiful, but looking at other beauties from Africa, only God will help. Only God will help. Our queens need to learn how to answer questions. Hmm. In fact, let me leave this. Let me use my system here to be to be looking at your questions, because if I check the screen, it's kind of like affecting my eyes. So let me look at it through my system. Okay. So Charity Yogi said, how do I pin this now? I wanted to pin this on the. How do I pin this? Okay, let me check. Click on pin message. It doesn't. It did not show. It did not show. Almost not easy using your system. Show on stage. All right. So let me respond to what Charity said. Let me respond to what Charity said. Charity said that the girls this year are good but not outstanding. The winner is beautiful, but looking at other beauties from Africa, only God will help us. Our queen needs to learn how to answer questions. Okay, now let me look at the first part of the question. You said first part of your comment. This year we had a lot of beautiful girls, just because we don't have enough time to get to know them better. There are so many of them that I felt like they had a chance. They had a more they were better than the winner, actually. I won't lie to you. There are a lot of outstanding girls. Just that the camp this year was very, very short. 1 week of camp is not enough for us to know these girls. Like, even looking at the way they speak, you should know that they are very, very intelligent. But you see, the pageant, it was rushed. The pageant this year was rushed. Normally we used to have 10 days camp, 2 weeks camp, but now we're having 1 week camp, which is very short. You see, this which is very, very short. So at the end of the day, you find out that you see a lot of girls that are outstanding, but not enough time to showcase them properly. For the winner, to me, I don't know. The makeup she has on is too heavy for her. Like, Miss World is looking for a beauty that is like next door neighbor beauty. You understand? Next girl, or next, like a natural beauty with exotic. I don't know how to put it. Like, she doesn't have that natural beauty. That's just the truth. And she has a lot of makeup on. So each time I look at her picture, she always has makeup, heavy makeup on. I think they need to tone down on the makeup for her. It's just too much. It's just too much. We're looking at other beauties from Africa. Nigeria at this point does not really stand a chance, because there's a lot of beautiful ladies from Africa this year. In terms of question and answer, it's not in Newton that Sibabe don't know how to ask questions. They don't know how to ask questions. That's the truth. They don't ask questions that will crack the intellect of the contestants. They always ask basic questions, which don't really make sense. Every year they keep asking basic questions. I feel like most of the questions they were actually given to them and they rehearsed it. You understand? So for me, I feel like these questions they give to the girls, they've already given them the questions before. So most of them know what to say. They already know what to say. So it's more or less like they just give rehearsed answers to the questions. So that is what I think. Said I watched on okay. Said YouTube said it with MBGN 20. Exactly, they were showing rubbish. They were showing rubbish. Oh, I don't understand what they were showing until they started the show. That was when most persons that they've given up, thinking that they were not going to watch it. Moku said, um, sorry, let me see what Moku said. Show on stage. Moku said, South African. I really thought Miss Oyo was taking the crown, but Oshun also, she is beautiful. But we know Miss World is not about bundling, but speaking abilities and advocacy. Exactly, that's what Miss World is all about. And for me, this winner is not really giving me Miss World vibes. She's not really giving me that, you know, Miss World strong Miss World vibes. Like seriously. The truth of the matter is that Oyo State, I didn't think Oyo was going to win, but I felt like she was going to go far. I was not seeing her as a potential winner. I know that she was not going to win. I just knew, but I felt like she was going to go far. So when she wasn't called up to the top five, I was like, why? Why was she not called up to the top five? I think that was basically why they gave her the awards, because she won about 2 awards that night. She won the best talent and she won the best head-to-head challenge. So when I saw that she was winning the awards, I knew that she was not going to be called into the top five and she was not going to win the pageant. So I think that was more or less like a compensation to her. So that's that for you. He said, I think they excluded Miss Oyo from top five purposely. They knew she's a good speaker. Exactly. That's what I told you now. They knew she was a good speaker. That's why they gave her those awards. Because you guys know that she got about 2 or 3 awards that very night. So as long as they were giving her that award, I just knew that she wasn't gonna go far. I just knew she wasn't gonna go far at all. And my mind already told me that they were not going to crown her. I already knew with the number of awards that were given to her. I knew they were not going to crown her. All right, so okay, so I have 6 views so far. Please like this live stream if you're here. Like the live stream and um, let's move forward. All right, so for me, this pageant to me is a low budget pageant because like the stage, the presentation, the host were not it at all. I was not really happy with the host because for me it wasn't they were not really giving in life to the show. And that thing they did, that sportswear, I mean, whatever they did, I think that would have been left for the camping activities. Like for me, I was still shocked. Like, why are they? What kind of sporting activities are they showcasing to us? It doesn't really make sense. I hope you said I was disappointed of Imo State. She had the first face card, but performance was bad. Oh my God, we are projecting Imo State to win this pageant. Now, if you guys remember, I told you guys that I was suspecting that Imo State might win, but at the same time, um, I was not really convinced of her performance in camp because she was just nonchalant about certain things. She was not giving me the vibes that she was ready to win the competition. Even attending, she just attended the Miss Supranational Zimbabwe. You guys know that she was contesting for both Miss Supranational Zimbabwe and Miss World Nigeria. So she just finished from Supranational Zimbabwe and she did not place. So coming back to Nigeria, she was just like, was just like more or less like a second fiddle to her. So she was not really putting in that much effort that I wanted her to put in. And her evening wear was just too busy. If you guys watch my post-parent analysis, I talked about it now. Her gown was not it at all. Like the whole straw and everything, the concept of the gown, it was very, very busy on her. Charity Oge said, I don't think Nigerians has a chance. I don't think Nigeria has a chance in this year in this world. Well, we cannot say never say never, Sha. There's still a chance, but for me, the chances are very slim. It's very, very slim because Nigeria is still not gotten it yet in terms of between the People's Project this year, because I don't know her project yet, and because of the time frame, I think that she might not have enough time to prepare. So it's just a slim chance that we have. But if she can scale through, based on, she goes there and she, wild judges, or probably she scales through the what they call it, the sports challenge and the top model competition. Fine, but I think it's just a short while or short time for Nigeria to prepare for this pageant. That's what I think at this point. For me, the winner, I don't know, the winner, there's something off. She has not really clicked for me. She has not really clicked for me. That's just the truth. I'm still skeptical about her. I'm still skeptical about her performance in Miss World. I don't know. She's not really giving me that vibes, that Miss World vibes. Like, I'm not seeing her as a Miss World material. If you understand what I mean. For those of you that understand how Miss World works, you should know that she's not really giving me that Miss World vibes at all. He said Imo was never in my list. Enugu State needs to work on her smile. Miss Abuja and Delta have outstanding beauty. Yes. I know that Imo was never. Imo has always been in my list because I know that she fits into the prototype of what the organizers are looking for. But this time around, they shocked us. They shocked us, and she was excluded. She was shocked. In fact, we were shocked rather. We were shocked. That was what really happened in that Friday's pageant, in the pageant on Friday. We were really shocked. Enugu is always frowning. I don't know why. Abuja has a very beautiful face. Delta State as well. They have beautiful faces, but at the same time, low energy. There's this the new Miss World Nigeria has a lot of energy. I can see it in her. She has the energy. You have to match your beauty with energy. It's very important that your beauty and your energy need to synchronize together so that you can have a good stage presence. It's not about the beauty alone. Let the energy also match with your beauty. Okay, so Enugu wasn't giving me that. I knew she was not going to make the top 10. So um, Miss Delta State was actually a surprise to me because she was not even on my top 10 list. And when she made it, I was like, oh wow, that's good. That's good. I mean, she actually struck a chord with the judges. Um, for Abuja was not in my top 5, but she was in my top 10 because I felt like Abuja, she has the experience, but the energy was very low in camp. So I didn't see that energy in camp, and that was why I excluded her from my top 5. So anyway, no wahala, sha. Let's be watching. Let's see what happens. I wish our new queen all the best, but for me, I think the organizers would have done better. They would have done better, but all the same, it's all good. It's all good. Let us support our queen. Let's throw our weight behind our queen because she needs us at this time. She needs our support at this time. So we don't want to say, oh, there were no controversies in this pageant. Of course, there were controversies. The one that actually hits me the most was when Lucille did not make the top 10. Like I said in my post-pageant analysis, I wasn't surprised though, but coming from Miss Universe Nigeria, with the experience and all, I was thinking that, oh, at least, if not for anything, even if she was not crowned, she should make the top 10. But at the same time, there's something I said on my channel that Lucille came in as a second choice. So it was going to be very difficult for her to also impress the judges because for her not to make the first list, meaning that there was something wrong somewhere. And also, she disappointed me in her choice of gown. That gown was just not like, was just, I don't know, it wasn't really pageant worthy for me because I felt like if you are wearing a ball gown, a beauty pageant, let it not be white. White ball gown does not really work except you are going for a straight cut or a line. White ball gown does not really work for beauty pageants because it has this, I don't know, it felt like it was our wedding. Oh my god. I don't know who styled Lucille, but I still felt like they did not do a good job. They would have advised her to go, for a different color in the ball gown. That's my own take on that. They would have advised her to go with a different color in the ball gown. But so far so good. She did a good job. It's so unfortunate that she didn't make the top 10. And I wish her the best. I think she should go on to Miss Earth. She's more or less like Miss Earth prototype. Okay, I think she should apply for Miss Earth. She should forget about Silver Bed and whatever, you know. She should forget about coming back for Silver Bed. She should go for Miss Earth. I feel like she's more of Miss Earth material, if you guys understand what I mean. She's more or less like Miss Earth material. All right. So going forward, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Because for me, another thing again I saw in this wedding was that those questions. I don't think that those questions were were questions that I don't know. I think that they've given these girls those questions to rehearse. Who knows? Because most of the times they always give them questions that are very easy. I was expecting them to give them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Year in year out, Silverbird keeps answering asking basic questions. I think they should go with. They should try as much as possible to ask them pageant questions, because those questions are more or less like basic questions that you ask, someone in secondary school. So they should work on their Q&A next time. I think I'll soon end the live stream. Next 30 minutes I should be done. So if you're going to be watching this live stream, please let us know your thoughts on this year's Miss World Nigeria pageant. Let's see how it goes. Probably I'll come on live again. Okay, I just wanted to, get your own thoughts on this pageant. What you think? For me, it was a low budget pageant. I think the pageant was rushed. The organizers did not have enough time to prepare for this pageant. And for me, I think that if they want to crown Nigerians rep, please, they should try as much as possible to crown her 2 or 3 months to the grand finale, because the time frame is just too short, and I felt like the whole pageant was just rushed. Like 1 week of camping activities is not enough. It's not really enough, you see. So that's it. That's basically it. I think then there's something I did not address in my post-pageant analysis video. The way the MD, Mr. Guy Bruce, the way Mr. Guy Bruce announced the winner, it wasn't really it at all. I think that going forward, he shouldn't rush that part of the pageant. Take your time and and in fact, take your time to announce the winners from the first runner up to what happened. I think we have light issues. Anyway, let me manage the ring light. At least you guys can see me now. I think that going forward, you shouldn't rush that part of the pageant, like announcing the winners. He just announced the winners, in a very, very, the way he announced them, it was just like as if he was rushing. Just announced the first runner up, third runner up, second runner up, and even made mistake in announcing the name of the actual winner. That took away the crowning moment of Osun State. Instead of me to mention Osun State, I'm mentioning Ogun. Is Ogun State there? Is she amongst the top 5 finalists? At least you're on stage now. Look at the sash of the girls. Ogun State was not among. So why are you mentioning Ogun State? Why did he mention Ogun State? It was very funny. The judge had to come out and let him know that she's not Ogun State, she's Osun State. Osun State won the pageant. So at some point, I was thinking probably he made a mistake. Because just like, oh, this is what Steve Harvey did in 2015 when he announced the wrong winner. I was like, oh, this is what's going to happen again. This thing is going to repeat itself again. But at the same time, he was still mentioning Ogun State. I was like, I don't understand. So persons, in fact, the comment section was like, some persons were like, what's wrong with this man? Did he drink something or what? Anyway, I felt like that moment was very funny, very hilarious, and I feel like going forward, you should try as much as possible to always take the time to announce the winners, from the fourth runner up to the winner, because I think it was rushed, and I think that, we should be able to look at what he's reading from and mention the right state and the right candidate that won the pageant. That is all I can say. Yeah, that's one of the highlights for me, or one of the funny parts of the pageant for me, was a crowning announcement. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, light is back. Hopefully, we have a better pageant next year, or better still this year. If they can host it this year, I'll be very happy. At least towards the end of the year, they should be able to host another pageant. Not that they will wait again till next year and start doing fire brigade approach. I don't understand. So I don't know. At this point, I think Silverbird, they are really overwhelmed with the number of franchises that they have, because they have 3 franchises and they're not really doing a good job in terms of production. So I think they should try and work on their production, try and work on the time frame as well, because a lot of these girls, they need more time to prepare for international pageant. So I think going forward, they should change a lot of things. I've said all that I needed to say in the post pageant, but this one is more or less like, let us interact. What are your thoughts? And actually, what I think happened in the pageant that maybe probably I missed out in the post pageant analysis. So I just want to talk about it as well. I think this announcement was one of the things I missed out on the post pageant analysis. Okay, so I think apart from that, the whole pageant was, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling the entire production this year. I think Miss Universe Nigeria last year was even better off than this year's production. That's just the truth. It was really better off. In terms of quality, I don't know if the quality is actually dropping. I'm expecting that we have a better pageant, but each year the I don't know, the quality keeps dropping. The organizer should do something about it because it's getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand. All right, guys, almost going to end the live stream very soon. So if you're watching, let us know your thoughts on this year's Miss World Nigeria pageant and what you think, what other controversy do you think happened in this year's pageant that I did not notice. Please comment down below, and probably I'll do another live stream later on in the week. But for this one, I think I'm over and out right now so that I can do other things. Okay, so if you're going to be watching, let us know your thoughts. And if you're here, thank you for joining. And if you're here and you don't comment, thank you for joining and listening as well. All right, so please, before you leave the live stream, like this video, like this live stream. Okay, like the live stream. All right, so let me thank everybody for coming. The person that commented, Poku, thank you for joining. Charity, okay, thank you for joining. Yeah, you guys are my commenters for today. Thank you all for joining me today. All right, so I hope you all can hear me very well. Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right, so I'll end the live stream here. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you all in my next video or live stream, any of the two. At least let me take a break because this coverage I've been filming back to back. Okay, so I think at this time I will just take some days off to rest. Okay, so I'll face other things. But all the same, I'll try as much as possible to always update you guys whenever any information comes up. Okay, all right. So congratulations once more to the winner of Miss World Nigeria, and I wish her all the best going into Miss World pageant. Of course, I'll be here to cover the Miss World pageant as well. I'll be following her journey to Miss World. So let's see what she holds. Let's see how she's going to start off with her pet project, her Beauty with the Post project, and also other preparations as well. All right. So that's it. Good night, everybody. See you in my next video. Good night.